All right, and now we are broadcasting live to YouTube with break number 102. Good luck, breakers. Good luck, everybody. And y'all make sure, if you bought into this break, make sure you fill out the poll. Seems to be that you guys want to split it right now as a whole box. 4-3. Get some hits. Let's get some hits. Let's have some fun. Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. Bobby Witt. Miles Naylor. And Carson Williams for Tampa Bay. Looks like we got a mem card. Anthony for Boston. Roman Anthony on the swatch. And we got Aaron Judge on the green Pulsar Prism. Let's go, let's go. Tommy Troy, Ty Petey, Jackson Churio. There's a Jackson Churio rookie. And A-Rod for the Texas Rangers on the silver. A-Rod on the silver. There is way too many commercials on this damn YouTube channel. Matt Shaw, Lou Brock, Yogi, Jackson Merrill on the red, white, and blue. Let's go, Jackson Merrill. Paul Skeens, Kyle Manzardo, Jackson Merrill again, and Rod Carew on the green Pulsar. Rod Carew for the Twins. Nolan for the LA Angels. Drew Jones. Nolan again for the LA Angels on the red, white, and blue. We need some autos. We don't need some mems. We need some autos in here. Aaron Judge. Paul Skeens on the red, white, and blue. Boom. It's another one for Paul Skeens. Bryce Eldridge, Jim Palmer. There you go, Rangers. Sebastian Walcott on the Pulsar. And on the green Pulsar, Ricky Henderson. That's just a blaster special green Pulsar. No, he doesn't got the Pirates. He wishes he had the Pirates. Dollander, Caba, Kyle Manzardo on the red, white, and blue. Grant Taylor, Nolan Ryan, Goose for the Rangers, and Aaron Judge on the green Pulsar. There we go. What team did you buy again? The Brew Crew? You got one rookie Churio, but that's about it so far. Ryan Sandberg, Santana. All right, we got another white, and blue, but this one's on the Premier. Cole Keith for Detroit. A-Rod. Warren for Colorado. Warman. Gunnar Henderson for the Baltimore Orioles. Out of 49, Baltimore. Boom. That is a nice hit, Baltimore. If you were going to hit any hit, this is it. If you were going to hit anything, this was it. Or the case hit gunner. Roman Anthony on the swatch. No, that one is not numbered. Enrique Bud Miller and Drew Jones for Arizona Diamondbacks on the red, white, and blue. Brock Porter, Murray. There's an auto. Drew Thorpe. Man, I thought that was Skeens. I had it upside down. I thought that was Skeens. Damn. White Sox, congrats. You get a hit. And Don Mattingly for the New York Yanks. I really thought that was Skeens, man. I was about to go nuts. Andrew Painter, Acuna, and Tom Glavine on the red, white, and blue. Upside down, he looks exactly like Acuna. Look at that. With that stash. Alex, Kyle Teal, Ernie Banks for Chicago, and we got Heston Kjerstad for Baltimore on the green Pulsar. Let's go. Baltimore with the multiple hits. Noble Mayer, Clemente, Treadwell for Houston, and Tom Seaver for the Mets on the Icons. Bryce Matthews, Thomas White, Noble Mayer for Miami Marlins on the red, white, and blue. He looks like he's picking out the box that should be open next. Damn it, Bobby. Drew Thorpe, Chicago White Sox. Justin Crawford, Mickey, and Drew Hockenberg for Atlanta. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue, baby. Steve Chipper Jones, Nolan Ryan for the New York. Nolan Ryan, he played for the Mets, right? Rangers. George Lombard, Norby. Drew Hockenberg and Connor Norby again from Miami. I mean, if you're going to get in the Miami card, it should be Connor Norby. Thomas White, Alomar, and we got Drew Gilbert. George Lombard Jr. for New York Yankees on the red, white, and blue. Kyle Teal, Bryce Matthews for the Padres. Leo DeVries and William Martin. You got a manager on the green pulsar. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy Martin. Acuna. Can't miss. Melton. Out of 99, Jacob Melton on the can't miss insert for the Houston Astros. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to have to crack the hobby for whoever wins it anyway. I got to rip and chip it. Bro, I'm sitting there paying attention to the TV. I'm like, why is there so many packs in this? Let me push that to the side. We'll deal with that later. My gosh, man. Mayor, Clemente, Porter, and Alomar on the red, white, and blue. I was going to town on that. Bud, Miller, Painter, Willie McCovey for the Giants. Not numbered on the red, white, and blue. Look at that owl. That's distracting, man. I need these animals off the screen. Murray, Bradfield, Ralphie, Velasquez for Cleveland, and then we have Colt Keith for Detroit on the green pulsar. There we go, rookie Colt Keith. Nolan, Drew Jones, Tom Glavine, and Thomas White on the red, white, and blue for Miami. We need more than just one auto here. Come on, Panini. Kyle Manzardo, Jackson Merrill, Connor Norby. There we go. Miami, Connor Norby on the swatch. And we got Grant Taylor for Chicago on the green pulsar. Did you not see how that owl was spinning its head around, man? Can't handle it. What's going on with this thing? There we go. Defective sleeve. Maria Paul Skeens, Jacob Gonzalez for the Chicago White Sox, and for Philly, Richie Ashburn on the insert. It's a couple Paul Skeens, but no numbered Paul Skeens, no Ellie, no. Where's our big guys? Where's our big names? Spin the box as a whole. Seems to be the most common answer. Blame it on the Browns. Mickey Mantle, Jacob Wilson, and Brock Porter for Texas. Get it graded, and it's more than that. Taylor, Carter, Gonzalez, Eddie Murray. I'm assuming you're talking about ungraded. It's $10. Welk, Weisenher, Urban, Mayer for Boston. Marcelo on the green pulsar. Crawford, Thurman for Pittsburgh. And we got Clemente for Pittsburgh, red, white, and blue. Steve Garvey, Chipper Jones. Oh my goodness, James Wood. There you go, Nats. There you go, Nats. Rookie James Wood, the stud for the Nationals. The stud for the Nationals. Natty Natty. James Wood. That one definitely goes up there. James Wood is a beast. Lombard Jr. Norby. We got Drew, and we have Mitchell for Kansas City on the can't miss insert. Ken Griffey, Isaac, Max Anderson, Jackson Churio on the red, white, and blue prism. Silver prism. Let's go. That's about $10 too. Ozzie Smith, Owen Casey, Paul Skeens, another base. Jackson Merrill. There we go. On the green pulsar. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. It's not an auto, but it'll do. Holiday, Waldrop, Amador, and Jim Tomei on the red, white, and blue. For the Phillies, Jim Tomei. Not the Guardians, Jim Tomei. Red Louder, Ryan Lasco, James Wood on the red, white, and blue. There we go. Boom. We are getting epic here with these good names. I need to see some autos, though. Gunnar Henderson. And speak of the devil, Ty Madden for Detroit. And James for the Chicago Cubbies. Detroit. Ooh, we got a nice number card. Martinez. Who do we got? Seattle Seahawks, Young. 20 out of 25, Seattle. 20 out of 25, Seattle. On the tie-dye. Look, and these are blasters, and look where we're at already. we even halfway? Nope, we're not even halfway. And look at how many hits we have already. This is why I like Select. Hopefully Select Football will just be as good. Drew Thorpe. I wish it was Skeens. Don Mattingly. Mayer. Nick Lofton. And Bob Gibson on the silver. Yeah, the Select is damn good. Junior Caminero for Tampa Bay. Bobby Witt Jr. And for San Francisco on the red, white, and blue. Carson. Nolan Ryan. Sandberg. Santana. And for Washington, Robert Hassler on the green Pulsar. Dollander, Caba, Taylor, and Sebastian Walcott. Red, white, and blue, Sebastian Walcott. Bob Gibson, Aaron Judge, Dylan Cruz for Washington. Look at that. You got James Wood and Dylan Cruz on the swatch. Brock Porter for Texas on the green Pulsar. Damn, Washington. Nationals just hit double. Nationals hitting double. They're seeing double. A-Rod, Bruce Eldridge, Jim Palmer, and then Paul Skeens. Boom, Paul Skeens. Where's our case hit? I don't pay you, I pay Mindy. She does all the work around here. Beltran, Dylan Cruz, Evan Carter, and Jackson Jobe for Detroit. River Ryan. There we go for Oakland A's. For them A's. Miles Naylor. And Yu Min Lin for Arizona Diamondbacks on the green Pulsar. Was that the first A's card? I think it was. Chase Davis, Cole Keith, James Wood, and Aaron Judge on the silver. A-Rod, Eldridge, Jim Palmer, red, white, and blue, Brandon Mayo for the New York Yankees. Bob Gibson, Aaron Judge, Don Mattingly, and Shin-Ming Wang for the New York Yanks on the green Pulsar. Mayer, Dollander, Caba, Tony Gwynn for San Diego. There we go. Tony Gwynn. Legend. Drew Jones, Tom Glavine, Noble Mayer, and Gary Carter for the Montreal, which goes to Washington Nationals. Jackson Merrill again, Nolan again, George Brett for Kansas City, and Blake Mitchell on the green pulsar. What time are you breaking tomorrow, 9-ball? What time are you breaking signature? Just want to come check it out. Is it getting there via UPS? Paul Skeens, Manzardo, Brandon Taylor. My recommendation to you, 9-ball, and then this is what I started doing after that one time that my package took all day to get here. I started making a deal with my UPS driver that as soon as he gets off the highway, I'll meet him at his first stop, Lou Brock. So if I know if there's a package coming, I text him directly. He tells me where his first stop is, and I go pick up my package from him. Now I get my packages at 9 a.m. every single time. Anthony. Here's an auto for Oakland. Max Muncy. There you go, RC. Nomar on the green pulsar. Yeah, man, I got tired of my packages not being here until like 4 or 5 p.m. Everybody else is already breaking, and I'm like waiting. I don't know. Talk to your UPS driver. They have the same route, seems like every single time. Naylor, Blake Mitchell, and Nolan Ryan for the Rangers on the neon icons. Where's our Paul Skeens auto? Where's our Jackson Merrill auto? Where's our one of ones? A one, a one, a one, a one. Elmer Lombardo, Norby, and Noah Schultz on the red, white, and blue. Kyle Teal, Matthews, Thomas White, and Junior Caminero. Boom! Tampa Bay on the green pulsar. That's you, Bogdan, I believe. True Acuna and Reggie Jackson for Oakland on the red, white, and blue. There you go again, RC. Now Oakland cards are coming out. Aiden Miller, Painter, Colson Montgomery, and Jacob Gonzalez for the Chicago White Sox on the red, white, and blue. Ricky Bradfield, Bud, Matt Shaw for the Chicago Cubbies. There's a good swatch right here. Aiden Miller for Philly on the green pulsar. Do I have a select football case? No, I do not. I did not order any. Select was just way too expensive, and with the way things are where people are slowing down on buying lately, I didn't want to risk buying it and end up losing a lot on it. Wish I did, though. Wish it wasn't this time of year that they release it. Clemente, Porter, Eddie Murray, and Bryce Matthews for Houston. Owen Casey, Ken Griffey, Isaac, and Andrew Painter on the red, white, and blue for Philly. Waldrop, Amador, Ozzie Smith for San Francisco Giants. I don't even know how to say this name. Maui? Lasco, Risotto, Holiday, and Aiden Miller for the Phillies on the red, white, and blue. Reyes, Rhett Lauder, Sean Sullivan for Colorado, and Bud. There you go, Bud. The commish. I have so many commish cards because he doesn't belong to any team on the checklist. Gunnar Henderson, Kyle Teal for Boston. There you go, Boston. Get us a nice little swatch. And for Colorado, Chase Dollander on the green pulsar. Ventura, Cal Ripken, Martinez, and Rice. Ben Rice for the New York Yankees, rookie. Yeah, surprisingly. I don't know how Bud gets this much love. Kerry Carter, Gonzalez, Reggie Jackson, and Deion Sanders for the Cincinnati Reds. Deion Sanders. Prime time. Uriah Taylor, Hurstad for Atlanta Braves and Milwaukee. Eric on the green pulsar. Not a lot of Jackson Churio out of this case. Wilson, Welcott, Weisenhurt, and Roby for St. Louis. Where's our case hit? Crawford, Mickey, and Ralphie Velasquez for Cleveland. Chipper Jones, Owen Casey for Chicago. There you go, Chicago. And Fingers for Milwaukee on the green pulsar. Garvey, Joey for Toronto Blue Jays, and we got Pedro Martinez for Boston. Ty Floyd, Ventura, Cal Ripken for Baltimore, and Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. For the Cubbies, Sammy Sosa. Let's go. Larry Dobbert for Cleveland, Mauricio Dillon Head, and Tom Seaver for the Mets on the green pulsar. Jackson Churio, Brandon May, Tony Gwynn, and Ethan Solis on the red, white, and blue. There you go, Padres. James Wood, Jim Thome, Emmett, and Juan for the San Francisco Giants on the red, white, and blue. We have 6 more boxes after this. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. Ethan Salas, Sammy Sosa, Bobby Witt Jr. Boom for Kansas City. There you go, Kansas City. Finally, a decent Bobby Witt Jr. And Kyle Manzardo for Cleveland on the green Pulsar. Boom. Nolan Roby for St. Louis. And Acuna for the New York Mets. Luis Angel Acuna. Oh man, those birds are going to town. We're watching a massacre. What are they even eating? Head, Ty Lloyd on the red, white, and blue. Dwight Gooden for the New York Mets. Looks like we are spinning the whole box after this. Tony Gwynn, Larry Doby, Pee Wee Reese for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Jacob Wilson for Oakland on the green Pulsar. There you go, RC. Jim Thome, Jackson Churio, Enrique Bradfield for Baltimore on the red, white, and blue. Ethan Salas, Sammy Sosa, James Wood on the silver, and Bryce Eldridge, San Francisco Giants on the silver. Yeah, that's a good green Pulsar there. Not Walworthy, RC. It's not Walworthy. Roby for St. Louis, Juan, and then we got Brock Porter for Texas. And Kevin Alcantara, rookie for Chicago. Let's go for the Chicago Cubbies, Alcantara. We just need a Skeens, Pulsar, Reggie Jackson, Schultz, Kyle Teal for Boston, Gunnar Henderson again on that select. Where'd all the hits go? It seems like they were coming out in the beginning and then they just kind of stopped. Sammy Sosa, James Wood, Jim Thome, and Chipper Jones on the red, white, and blue. One, Ethan Salas, Noble Mayer, and for Seattle, Colt Emerson on the green Pulsar. Mariners, Reggie Jackson, Schultz, Roby, and Steve Garvey for the LA Dodgers. Braden Taylor, Gary Carter, Jacob Gonzalez, and Jim Palmer for Baltimore on the silver. Carson Urig for Washington. Washington definitely smacked. And for Milwaukee, green Pulsar, Tyler. Washington definitely ate a lot in this product. Wilson, Welcott, Jackson Merrill again on the rookie. Miller for Phillies. 4 more boxes. Dylan Cruz, Evan Carter. For the Dodgers, Fernandez. Otto. I'm surprised that one is not numbered, the way the color is blue. And Will Clark for Texas on the green Pulsar. Just wondering where all are the can't even talk. Where the autos were, and they were at the very end. River Ryan, Chase Davis, and Juan Hinchu on the red, white, and blue for the St. Lou. Max Anderson, Beltran, Kirkstad for Baltimore, Colson Montgomery for Chicago on the future card. Colt Keith, Alex Rodriguez, Eldridge, and Luis Angel Acuna on the red, white, and blue. Here we go, Panini with the screwing me again. Jim Palmer for Baltimore. Jackson Jobe for Detroit. Sterling Caba for Philly. Panini screws me one more time. I'm never saying case hit is live. Ever again. Never even using those words. Aaron Judge, Mattingly, Mayer, and Alex Clemney. Red, white, and blue. Never again. Oh, yeah. I still have one more case there, Scott. I'm going to run it at some point, but Rhett Lauder, Lasco, Mickey Mantle. Who knows? I might just give those boxes away as givvies during next future breaks. Henderson, Reyes, Kevin Parada for the New York Mets. Ventura, Cal Ripken, Martinez, and Crawford for Philly. Dylan Head, Ty Floyd, Albert Pujols, and Leo DeVries. Red, white, and blue. Dobby, Mauricio, Tommy Troy for Arizona Diamondbacks. And Ryan Sandberg for the Chicago Cubs on the green Pulsar. Guess no auto in that box. Jackson Churio. Is this our case hit? May. It looks like our case hit. I'm going to set it down. I'll set it down. Let's keep it to the very end. We only got 2 boxes to go. You're not in the break. You don't get to speak. Fire. No, color wheel is for the hobby boxes. For the blaster, it's fire. Fire starter or fire checklist. It's written on the box. I don't know why I'm not looking. Firestorm. Firestorm. And there's only 5 names on Firestorm. Nolan. Rhett Lauder. So they are rare, Scott. There's only 5 total names on Firestorm. Ozzie Smith, Amador. There we go. Hurston Waldrop for Atlanta Braves, rookie. And for Baltimore, we got another green pulsar. Baltimore is just smacking left and right, man. Have yourself a break there, Baltimore. I can't even remember who had Baltimore, but wow. You are just smacking left and right, man. Owen Casey, Ken Griffey, Isaac, Nimala for the Toronto Blue Jays, red, white, and blue. Anderson, Beltran, Dylan Cruz, and Jacob Wilson for the Athletics, red, white, and blue. Evan Carter, River Ryan, Blake Dunn for Cincy, and Santana on the green pulsar. Josh Noth, Chase Davis, Colt Keith, and Jose Perdomo for Atlanta Braves, numbered out of 49. Dude is just wearing his pajamas to work. Yep. And that's why those teams were the most expensive. Nolan Ryan, Sandberg. Drew Jones for Arizona, I mean. There you go, Arizona. For St. Louis, we got Thomas Sagis. Sagas. Sag. Yes. I'm not repeating that, Bogdan. This is a family show. Dullender, Kaba, Taylor, and Amador. Finally an Amador card. Wow, an entire case. First Amador. Santana, Joe DiMaggio for the New York Yankees, and Drew Gilbert for the New York Mets on the silver. All right, should we spin the box first or look at the case hit first? Junior Caminero, Bobby Witt, Kyle Teal on the red, white, and blue. Case hit first. All right. Roman Anthony, Troy, and we got Toronto Blue Jays, Jace. Petey, Matt Shaw, Lou Brock, and Bryce Matthews for Houston. All right, closing out this poll. Looks like we are spinning the box as a whole. Congratulations to Firestorm. Firestorm case hit. Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Baltimore is smacking left and right, man. Do I have $1? Not that I can give you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put on the wheel. Good luck, everyone. Show spin wheel. MLB teams. All the teams are in the wheel. All the teams were sold. Who bought the Baltimore? Are they here? Yumi? I haven't seen Yumi in here. No, they just had several green pulsars, but nothing big. Nothing huge. All right, somebody else then. RC, give me a number of shuffles. 3. Everybody goes for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Good luck. It's one spin for the entire box. And I'll break it live for whoever wins it. Atlanta Braves. Bogdan. All right, let me go through. Let me go through all these, and then we'll go through that box for you, Bogdan. For Arizona Diamondbacks, Texas Rangers, Kansas City, Chicago Owen Casey, Kyle Teal for Boston, Matt Shaw for Chicago, Oakland, Connor Norby for Miami, Leo for San Diego, Roman Anthony for Boston, and Sebastian Walcott for Texas. All right. For Oakland, Max Muncy, Ty Madden for Detroit, Jackson Merrill. This was an absolutely beautiful card. Perdomo for Atlanta, Melton for Houston, numbered out of 99. Fernandez on the auto for Dodgers. Sikora for Washington auto. Dylan Cruz, this was a huge card. James Wood, another huge card. Drew Thorpe for Chicago White Sox, numbered out of 25. Young for the Mariners. Gunnar Henderson out of 49. And Gunnar Henderson again on the case hit Firestorm. Case hit Firestorm, Gunnar Henderson. All right, thank you all for joining. Bogdan, I'm going to go ahead and break your box for you, and then I'll ship it to you, or not ship it, obviously, or you know what I mean. You do pickups anyway. No problem, Joey. All right, I need a separate box for Bogdan. Now you're going to have to do a pickup there, bud. Yeah, it'll have to be after my singles show, Bogdan. I have my singles show on Sunday. Painter to Jacob Wilson out of 149. Out of 99, Jacob Wilson for Oakland. My God, 2 Jacob Wilsons back to back. Back to back number, Jacob Wilson. Cunha, Clemney, Connor Norby on the Kirkstad for Baltimore. Filler card. And Santana for Tampa Bay. Thomas White, Elmore, Kevin McConaughey. Wow. Redemption, Jackson Churio signature red prisms. What is red prism? I mean, if it's red like this red, we'll have to look that up, Bogdan. I mean, it's not like you're going to get it for like another 7 years with the way Panini works, but Connor Norby, Brady House for Washington. And there you go. Luis Angel Acuna out of 99. First on print, too. Out of 49 would be absolutely sick for Jackson Churio. Huckenberg, Arrayas on the silver, another filler. Let's see what we got for you there, Bogdan. Come on. Give us a good auto. Miller, Henderson. Or no, that was the auto. What am I thinking? Do I want to buy some cards? Sure, what do you got? Can you show them to me right now? Junior Caminero. Sure. Send me a message. Drew Jones, Pedro Martinez, Evan Carter. Tom Glavine. Oh, a second auto. Oh, yeah, because they do have 2 autos in this box. Never mind. I forgot all about that. 2 autos, 1 mem. Kyle Manzardo, Jackson Merrill. Luis Angel Acuna to 49. That is nice. Bogdan, of all people. The guy that hasn't been here in like 7 months. Clemente Porter. Mitch Jebb for Pittsburgh. Out of 199. Eddie, Bradfield, George Lombard, Buster Posey, and Brady House. So you got your mem, and you got your 2 autos. Take a screenshot of it there, Bogdan, so you can see what it is. All right, man. Let me know Sunday or what other day you want to come pick it up. We'll figure something out. Or Saturday night. I don't know. Whichever one works. I might be closer to you on Saturday night sometime. But we'll figure it out. As always, CPT and Mindy, we appreciate y'all over here at Amiro Trading Cards. I will send Mindy her share of the earnings. I did not. I still have it here with me, and now I got to remember to throw it in this box. I'm glad you reminded me. All right, now it's going in the box. Just went in his box. I will not forget this time. But then again, CPT, I have 3 of his packages he has not picked up in a while. All right, man. I'm gonna set up for the stuff for tomorrow, CPT, and we hopefully we break in one day, just like we did last time with the Phoenix and Rookies and Stars. If not, we'll carry it to Saturday, and then Sunday is the singles show. So this should be fun. Sounds good, brother. Have a good one. I'm out of here too. Sounds good. I'll check it out.